When heavy rain begin fall and plenty water full everywhere, dey alert my people, shine your eyes as e dey happen for other places e fit reach your side.
Má ṣe da ìdọ̀tí sójú àgbàrá, gbé ilẹ̀ rẹ fún àwọn ọkọ̀ akólẹ̀.
No go put yourself for danger dey waka for flooded roads.
Gbọ́ o, ǹjẹ́ tó bá rí ẹnikẹ́ni tó hùwà tó lòdì sí òfin àmójútó ìdọ̀tí àti ẹ̀gbin, ẹ fi tó àwọn aláṣẹ létí. Report to the nearest authorities.
Má ṣe da ìdọ̀tí sójú àgbàrá.
Ìlera lọ́rọ̀. This awareness is brought to you by Radio Afinju.
Ẹ bá mi pè é o. Àfínjú. Kí lorúkọ rẹ̀? Àfínjú. Rédíò. Àfínjú. Gbogbo èèyàn ló ń gbọ́ Àfínjú. Gbogbo èèyàn ló ń gbọ́ Àfínjú. Lórí WhatsApp. Àfínjú. Instagram. Àfínjú. Facebook. Àfínjú. Lórí X. Àfínjú. Lórí YouTube. Àfínjú. Lórí TikTok. Àfínjú. Kí lorúkọ rẹ̀? Àfínjú. Ẹ bá mi pè é o. Àfínjú. Rédíò. Àfínjú. Gbogbo èèyàn ló ń gbọ́ 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 Àfínjú. Rédíò Àfínjú. Rédíò Àfínjú. Rédíò Àfínjú.
Sọ fún wa nípa okòwò rẹ, kábọ̀ polongo rẹ̀ káyé ó gbọ́, kájé ó sì wọgbà rẹ̀. Látòrí ìpolongo lóhùn lásán, ìpolówó aláwòrán, rédíò Àfínjú gan-an ni gbogbo ohun tó nílò wà. Ìpolówó ọjà tó yà lára ọ̀tọ̀ pẹ̀lú ìgbélárugẹ okòwò rẹ àti ohun gbogbo tó o fẹ́ káyé ó mọ̀. Kàn sí rédíò Àfínjú fún ìgbéjáde orin, music production, àwọn àkàálẹ̀, documentaries, ìpolówó àti ìkéde eléyìíkéyìí tó o fẹ́ ṣe. Àwọn akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ wa ti wà níkàlẹ̀ láti fi ohùn wọn gbé ọ sáyé. Gbogbo ohun tó o nílò pátá ló wà ní rédíò Àfínjú. Báwo lo ṣe fẹ́ sí gan? Lónírúurú èdè, òyìnbó, Haúsá, Ìgbò, Yorùbá àti àdàpè òyìnbó. Gbogbo rẹ̀ pátá ló wà lọ́dọ̀ wa ní rédíò Àfínjú. Fún ìwọ tó fẹ́ ṣe àkàálẹ̀ aláwòrán, àwòrán ara rẹ tàbí tayẹyẹ, dígbí la wà fún ọ. Ó yá, ìwọ tó ti ṣetán láti fi òwò rẹ sí ọkàn gbogbo àwọn oníbàárà rẹ. Mọ́ dààmú jìnnà mọ́. Kàn sí rédíò Àfínjú lónìí. Wọ́n wà ní Dàda Estate, Òṣogbo, Ọ̀ṣun State. Ẹ sì lè kàn sí wa bákan náà lórí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára wa. Facebook rédíò Àfínjú, X rédíò Àfínjú, YouTube rédíò Àfínjú. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o, rédíò Àfínjú gan-an ní ìlànà ìgbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ tí kò lábàwọ́n.
Adúpẹ́ mo gbóyìnbó. Good morning, sir. Adúpẹ́ mo gbóyìnbó. Good morning. How are you today? Báwo night ẹ̀ ṣó sùn dáadáa? Ilé ńkọ́? How are the kids? If you have kids. If you don't have kids, how are you? How is everyone around you? How are you coping with life generally? Are you happy? Are you having fun? Are you finding a way? Are you expressing your gratitude to God who have given you life? Are you appreciating the opportunities that have come your way? Are you finding a way to stay thankful and grateful and happy despite all of the problems that we see around today? Are you finding a way? My name is Adedayo, Oderinu, and this is Morning Motivation on Radio Afinju. Don't forget, Morning Motivation is the program where we give you doses of encouragement to face life. The encouragement, the firing up, the motivation, the confidence that you need to surmount your challenges, to face all that life throws at you, to make lemonades out of your lemons, to take opportunity of every grace that passes by, to seize every opportunity that crosses your path. Again, my name is Adedayo, and this is Radio Afinju. Radio Afinju is on all social media platforms. On Facebook, we live stream our video content to Facebook. The name of the page is Radio Afenju. On YouTube, our channel is Radio Afenju. On TikTok, X, and Instagram, though we don't live stream to those ones, but TikTok, X, I give you advice on issues that really affect your life so that you can better perform at your place of work, at your place of business, at whatever it is you take as your life's endeavor. So, what are we discussing today? We're going to be discussing imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome. What is imposter syndrome? I'm sure you probably have felt it at some point in your life. You probably have faced imposter syndrome at some point where you probably didn't know that that was what you were facing. But let me explain. What is imposter syndrome? Imposter syndrome is when you feel having a feeling of not being good enough despite all of your best efforts. Having a feeling that you are not good enough. We find it all around. People who do business, we find a lot of people in business today who think that their product is not good enough. They have developed excellent products, but they still feel, product you da to now, da to now. They have blessed the world with ingenuity, yet they feel, we have not done anything, even when they have done so much. Imposter syndrome makes you work so hard behind the scene, but step out in the morning with a feeling that you are still not doing enough. So how do you deal with imposter syndrome? Number one, the best way to learn how to show up is to show up. Eat your frogs. That's the first thing. Eat your frogs. The best way to perfect the art of showing up is to show up every day. That's the best way. Just show up every day. It makes sense. It does not make sense. Show up. The product is not good enough. Take the feedback in stride. The product is not making sense. Take it like that. Show up. You write, but it feels like you are not doing enough with your writing. Continue to write. Continue to write. Continue to write. 2, you are a filmmaker. You are not convinced your films are making sense. Continue to make films. Continue to produce. You are an employee and you think you are not good enough. Continue to show up. Continue to show up. You do anything. You sell certain products that you produce by yourself, and it feels like this thing is not good enough. Continue to produce. Continue. Like I said, the best way to perfect the art of showing up is to show up. Shying away from showing up is the bigger problem compared to imposter syndrome. If you don't show up, nobody sees you. So you can't even have that success in the first place. So to deal with imposter syndrome, the first thing is continue to show up. There are those days when you do not feel like showing up because you are afraid you may not be good enough. Still show up. There are days when you're worried that, hey, will I make sense today? Go and speak. There are days when you are afraid, my thoughts, my plans for this job as an employee, you're going to work and you feel, hey, this plan I have to execute this job Oga has given me, will it make sense? Show up. Discuss that plan with Oga. Go and discuss that plan. Oga, this is my plan. Does it make sense? Discuss it. Continue to show up. Continue to show up. Continue to show up. I tell you the story of a colleague of mine, a classmate. We were in school and we had this test in highway and transportation engineering. And then the question was, quite tough. And, almost everybody could not attempt it, save for a few persons. And then this guy, in the course of, he said, I said the course is highway and transportation engineering. And then he settled down and drew a car, a motor car. He drew a car in his own answer sheet, wrote his name and matric number, and submitted it like that. Now, when the result script was returned, The lecturer gave him 5. And then next time the lecturer was in class, he said, do you know why I gave you 5? Despite your despite your obvious foolishness. That I gave you 5 because I imagined the serendipity that you felt while the test was going on to calm down and draw a beautiful car. He said, I just envied your spirit, and that's why I gave you 5. Now, what I'm saying is, in spite of that pressure at that moment, he didn't know what to write. He had no idea what the answer should be. He still showed up. Okay, all I have brought is this foolish car, but I'll still show up. Continue to show up, even when you think the ideas are foolish. Even when you think the ideas are foolish. And you should not be the one who brings yourself down. Number 2, do not be afraid of feedback. Embrace feedback. Embrace feedback. Embrace it. Love feedback. You see, when you are scared of feedback, you do some vital work, but you are scared of feedback. 1, you are unable to face the positivity when it comes. When feedback comes, it's always a mishmash of thoughts. Some people would feel you are the best at it. Some people would feel you have not done enough. Some people would feel, oh, this guy is the best in the world. So you must embrace feedback. Love it. Love feedback. If you do not love feedback, you don't even know when positive feedbacks come. Positive feedbacks make you grow. Negative feedbacks make you better. So part of defeating imposter syndrome is embracing and loving feedback. Embrace feedback. Love feedback. Welcome feedback. In fact, seek feedback. Let people give you their thoughts on what you do. I once told a friend, I said, if you want to start a business, part of what I ask people to do is to do a prototype of the product you want to sell and share it around to people. Ask for their thoughts. Model what you want to do eventually and welcome feedback. Welcome feedback. So number 1 step to defeating imposter syndrome, 1 is continue to show up. Defeat the fear of showing up. Number 2, welcome feedback. Embrace it. Love it. Appreciate it. Do not take feedback personal. Some people would feel you have not done enough. Yes, it is within their rights. Some people would feel you are the best in the world. Yes, that's their thoughts. Right? That's their thoughts. So continue to welcome, embrace, and love feedback. Love feedback. Appreciate it. Welcome it. Want it. Desire it. Let people give to you what they think about your job. Go to your boss and ask for a review. How am I doing? If you get some kind words, that is motivation to do better. If you get some negative words, that is motivation to do better. They are both motivation to do better. Because the reward for good work is more work. Anyway. But when it is negative, you know you have to sit tight and go again. So, welcome feedback. Welcome feedback. Again, number 1, show up. Number 2, welcome feedback. Do not be afraid of it. Number 3, practice self-appreciation. Be deliberate about self-appreciation. Be very deliberate about it. I was telling someone recently, and I said, one of the little secrets I learned to live by at some point in life was I would have pictures of me hanging around. Pictures. Just pictures. I had a picture of me in my Bible. I had a picture of me behind my notepad. I had pictures of me in my office. I had pictures of me in the house. I had pictures everywhere. Yeah, I still have pictures everywhere. Yeah, I do. Why did I start having pictures everywhere? Because at some point in the course of your day, you feel down, you have been so overworked, and you just want to give up. And then you take a look at a beautiful picture of yourself and say, God damn it. See this guy. You're doing well, guy. You're doing well. You're doing well. And then you feel fired up again because you don't want to disappoint yourself. So practice self-appreciation. You're a woman, walk in front of a mirror and hail yourself. Hey, Jesus. Hail yourself. You do some writing, read it all over again and say, oh, here is one world-class writer. Practice self-appreciation. Deliberate self-appreciation. Not appreciation that is just by the way. In fact, put it in your schedule. Take some time to admire yourself. Take some time to admire yourself. Because you see, when you want to walk tall, you want to show up and walk tall, you must first have appreciated you. Your looks, your presentation, your charisma, your courage, your person, before you are able to walk tall. Right? So, as you are showing up, as you are welcoming feedback, practice self-appreciation. Appreciate yourself. Appreciate yourself. Yorubas will say the Agama lizard. He jumped down from a fence, and as he landed, he shook his head and said, if nobody praise me, I go praise myself. Practice self-appreciation. Practice self-appreciation. That's number 3. So number 1, continue to show up. Boom. If it doesn't come from your heart, where will it come from? So continue to improve. Continue to learn. Continue to add value to yourself. So that at any point in time, you don't feel like you are little. You know that, yes, you have excellence inside of you. And let's not deceive ourselves. There's nobody that has not felt that imposter syndrome at some point in their life or the other. Yeah. We all have felt it at one point or another. But part of what helps you to move away from it, part of what helps you to defeat it at every instance that it comes up, is the ability to continue to improve. Continue to improve. Continue to show up. Continue to welcome assessments. Continue to welcome feedback. And then continue to appreciate yourself. Continue to appreciate yourself. So as you go out today, remember to give some kind words to yourself. Remember to give some kind words to yourself. Do not just sit down and brood all day. Sit down at some point, appreciate yourself, tell yourself kind words. Look at what you just did and said, hey, that's some beautiful job. Express gratitude to yourself for being such a terrific human being. You know, terrific is not terrible. So that terrific is doing something fantastic. Terrific is not terrible. Terrible is the negative. Terrific is positive. So, give yourself some kind words. Hey, so doing face the rest of the week, I want to wish you the best of everything that you desire. I want to wish you the best of God. I want to wish you the best of His grace. I want to wish you the best of His favors. I want to wish you the absolute best of everything that you desire. Face your work with self-appreciation, with the spirit of excellence, with the determination to continue to show up. No matter what it looks like, continue to show up. Continue to show up. If the pain person say you they show up again. 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 The Lord be with you. Don't forget, this is Radio Afenju. Follow us on all of our social media platforms. On Facebook, the page is Radio Afenju. Spell the radio as REDIO. Then Afenju. That's the page. On YouTube, our channel is Radio Afenju. Go subscribe, please. All of our content are streamed there, and you can enjoy beautiful, beautiful premium content. Again, you can also listen to our audio stream. Maybe you are driving, and then you just want to plug into our audio stream. Just plug it in, and you can listen to us www.afenjufm. www.afenjufm.com. You can enjoy all of our programs on audio stream. My name is Adedayo, Oderinu. This is wishing you a beautiful day and a lot of productivity when you review today. Take care of yourself. To all of you who followed me on TikTok, thank you so much. Thank you so much for following. Egbomuyiwa Salu, thank you so much. Adedayo, I see you. I see you. Thank you so much for following my live stream. And then Proficient DJ Quest. Okay, I see you, bro. Thank you. God bless you. So enjoy your day and have a wonderful rest of the week. Bye-bye.
fún wa nípa okòwò rẹ kábọ̀ polongo rẹ̀ káyé ó gbọ́ kájé ó sì wọgbà rẹ̀ látòrí ìpolongo lóhùn lásán ìpolówó aláwòrán rédíò àfíjú gan ni gbogbo ohun tó nílò wà ìpolówó ọjà tó yà lára ọ̀tọ̀ pẹ̀lú ìgbélárugẹ okòwò rẹ àti ohun gbogbo tó o fẹ́ káyé ó mọ̀ kàn sí rédíò àfíjú fún ìgbéjáde orin music production àwọn àkàálẹ̀ documentaries ìpolówó àti ìkéde eléyìíkéyìí tó o fẹ́ ṣe àwọn akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ wa ti wà níkàlẹ̀ láti fi ohùn wọn gbé ọ sáyé gbogbo ohun tó o nílò pátá ló wà ní rédíò àfíjú báwo lo ṣe fẹ́ sí gan lónírúurú èdè òyìnbó haúsá ìgbò yorùbá àti àdàpè òyìnbó gbogbo rẹ̀ pátá ló wà lọ́dọ̀ wa ní rédíò àfíjú fún ìwọ tó fẹ́ ṣe àkàálẹ̀ aláwòrán àwòrán ara rẹ tàbí tayẹyẹ dígbí la wà fún ọ ó yá ìwọ tó o ti ṣetán láti fi òwò rẹ sí ọkàn gbogbo àwọn oníbàárà rẹ mọ́ dààmú jìnnà mọ́ kàn sí rédíò àfíjú lónìí wọ́n wà ní dàdà estate òṣogbo ọ̀ṣun state ẹ sì lè kàn sí wa bákan náà lórí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára wa facebook rédíò àfíjú x rédíò àfíjú youtube rédíò àfíjú bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o rédíò àfíjú gan-an ní ìlànà ìgbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ tí kò lábàwọ́n.
ẹ bá mi pè é o kí lorúkọ rẹ̀ rédíò gbogbo èèyàn ló ń gbọ́ àfíjú gbogbo èèyàn ló ń gbọ́ àfíjú lórí whatsapp instagram facebook lórí x lórí youtube lórí tiktok